Hi everyone, it's Senator Fred Akshar with a quick update on this week's School Safety Summit. On Monday, we brought together local school superintendents and law enforcement officers from the state police, county sheriffs, and local municipality police forces for our first School Safety Summit. The purpose of this meeting was to have a roundtable discussion on school safety to identify and assess any needs in our efforts to protect our community's children. No topic was off limit. As our nation continues to recover from the horrific shooting in Parkland, Florida, it's incumbent upon our community to bring our local stakeholders together to make sure that we're doing everything we can to protect our children from these violent tragedies that have become all too common. We discussed the critical role that school resource officers play in the daily lives and safety of our children. We discussed providing adequate access to mental health and counseling services and the importance of communication between the school districts, law enforcement, and mental health professionals. We also learned that funding to help schools improve technology, infrastructure, and safety measures through the Smart Schools Bond Act of 2014 was taking anywhere from 18 months to 2 years to get to our local schools. Our superintendents need that money to secure our schools, and these kinds of delays are unacceptable. Let me be clear about something. Protecting our children is not a partisan issue. There's not a single lawmaker in Albany that can make a valid argument against protecting our children regardless of the cost. Because at the end of the day, if our children aren't our priority, we've truly lost sight of what's really important. As the discussion on school safety moves forward, it's my hope that elected leaders keep an open mind when discussing solutions. We covered a lot of ground in dealing with this complex and multifaceted issue, but my team and I are already working on several action items to help our schools get the safety resources they need in a faster, more effective way. In the coming weeks, we'll be meeting with students and parents to gain their perspective on school safety. But I'd like to conclude by saying thank you to all of our educators and all the members of law enforcement who work tirelessly every day to protect the lives of our community's children. You're faced with unprecedented challenges in today's society and are asked to take on so much. From my experience in law enforcement, one safety method I do not support is asking our teachers to take on the additional responsibility of carrying a firearm every day. You are already tasked with providing education, mental health, and family supports to our children. We should not force you or ask you to take on the role of being a security guard as well. I'll be sure to keep the people of the 52nd Senate District updated as we continue to have a very in-depth conversation on school safety in the coming weeks. But one thing you can do today is help local law enforcement by reporting any suspicious or troubling activity. Here's the contact information for our local law enforcement tip lines. It is more important now than ever to remember, if you see something, say something. Thank you, and God bless.